Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Khalid Umar. I am a community organizer. I'm here today for an important press conference, a conference that is showing the community support of the Uber drivers and the Lyft drivers in our state. The message is clear. The message is that people are more important than profit. And we are going to make sure to do whatever it takes to put human beings as the first item when we're making decisions. So with that, I'm going to first start out with the chair of Mulda to open up with few words. So please help me welcome Eid.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Uber and Lyft drivers, and the honorable guests who are here today. We just want to make sure today that our voices are heard. And we have been doing this for a while. And thank you so much for showing up, because if we wouldn't have you here today, I don't think how we would be successful on our journey that we have been on for the last year or so. So I will also want to say that this is Mulda. Mulda is an organization who advocates for the better well-being of the drivers. And this is something that we have been doing for a while. And now it's almost time that we need to just kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel because of the efforts that we put into this issue. We know that our fellow drivers were struggling for quite some time, and we kind of came to the end that we need to organize as much as we could so that we can bring our case to the highest offices in the state of Minnesota. And thanks to the senator who is just standing next to me, Senator Fatah, who is the chief author of our bill in the Senate. And also thanks to the Representative Hodan Hassan, who is next to me, who is also the chief author of our bill in the House. So today it's a great day. It's a day that we will just mark it sometime, and we will talk about it for many, many years to come. And now I'm going to welcome here my sister, our hero and Representative Hodan Hassan, who is now standing next to my left.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Hodan Hassan. I'm a state rep representing District 62B, which is in South Minneapolis. It's an honor to stand in front of you and tell you that I stand with the people. I stand to defend. I stand to defend workers' rights. Minnesota has a long history of having one of the strongest protections. I remember when I first got elected in 2019, the House passed one of the toughest wage theft laws in the country. And all of these people behind me came to us and said that there was a problem in the TNC, the transportation with Uber and Lyft. And we heard their stories, and we promised them that we will stand, my brother here and I, and other elected officials who are not here with us, Senator Mohammed, Representative Mahmoud Noor, Representative Samakab Hussein. All of us stood and said that we are going to fight alongside with you, and we're going to stand and deliver our promises. Our promise was that we're gonna bring Uber and Lyft to the table, and we're going to make sure that there's no wage theft. We're gonna make sure that you don't work all night and all day just to go home with pennies and cents and pocket change, while Uber and Lyft grow and become multi-billion-dollar industry. As you know, so we had a bill in the House and in the Senate, and we've been fighting for this. We have done many of this, so I'm sure you are all familiar. We've been many press conferences, many hearings. You guys showed up every time. So thank you for showing up and demanding that we take your plea and we listen to your concerns. And with that, session is coming to an end, and I want to tell you we're still standing strong. We're still standing strong, and we're going to pass this bill this year. And with that, I'm gonna, let my brother and the man of the hour who put his foot down more than anyone else to say a few words about what the status of the bill is.
Hello everyone, my name is Omar Fatah, State Senator, District 62. I represent South Minneapolis. I want to first say thank you so much for all of you for coming out tonight. It's energizing to see that you're supporting us in this fight and that you've been coming out time and time again to fight for us. I also want to say a deep thank you to Mr. Stephen Cooper for representing the drivers. I want to say our chief, thank you, Eid Ali, for starting this 1 year ago and getting us to where we're at right now, and also my fellow chief author, Representative Hodan Hassan. 1 year ago, the drivers came to us with a problem that they were facing. It had to do with wages, it had to do with safety, and getting deactivated for no reason. What we learned is that over the last 10 years or so, Uber and Lyft has been reducing the rates and your wages while they've been making billions and billions of dollars in profits. They've been profiting off of your labor, which means that they wouldn't be where they're at right now without you guys. It's because of you that they're at where they're at right now. So what we're saying to you is that it's time for the workers to get their fair share.
Yeah.
It's time to get the money. It's time to get the money back in their pockets that they've earned and that they rightfully deserve. And we've heard a lot of crazy stories saying that this will make Uber and Lyft the most expensive in the country, that we're the most expensive model, and that's just not the case.
It's true.
Uber and Lyft will be just fine with this bill. They'll still be able to make their billions of dollars. But at the same time, the only difference is the workers will be taken care of, just like you should be.
Yes.
We've heard stories from workers saying that they don't feel safe, that they've been attacked while giving customers a ride. We've had one person come to us testify in committee wearing the same bloody shirt that he got attacked in, right? Showing that he went to the hospital. When he came out, he's deactivated through no fault of his own.
Wow.
I think that's not right.
That's not right.
So what we're saying is that we're going to protect you. We're going to ensure that the workers have insurance. We're going to increase your wages, and that if Uber and Lyft deactivates you, they're going to have a reason for doing so. They're no longer going to be able to do it for absolutely no reason. So we're going to make sure we get this across the finish line. It's been a long, long year. It's been a hard fight. I just met with leadership this morning, and I got their commitment to fully support the workers in this fight. So my promise to you is that we're going to do everything we can to make sure in this next week or so that we wrap it up and we get this bill signed and it gets the signature of the governor. That's my commitment to you. So I want to end it there, and I want to say thank you so much for coming out, and we'll stand strong with you. Thank you. Next up, I want to call Mr. Stephen Cooper for a brief minute to speak. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. You have the people who are doing this for you, but you have you.
Yes.
And this whole thing has been about you. The amount of times hundreds of you have come to the Capitol has made the difference. All the folks behind and around me have made the difference. These people have carried it for you, but you gave the energy. You made it happen. Right. Last thing I want to point out is, what is it we're upset about? Less than half the pay this year than you made 10 years ago. More expensive gas, more expensive cars, all of which you pay for. Uber's making record profits. You're doing record poverty. What this bill will do, thanks to so many, and I've just pointed out a few. I look around me, I see so many people who have fought and fought and fought. And remember, when you fight and you fight fair, you usually win. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody. Thank you to all that has spoke. So I think the message is very clear. And I said in the beginning that we are not going to allow corporations to exploit our community. We're no longer going to allow that, and that people are more important than profit. And that we're going to make sure that our work conditions for these drivers who are literally working throughout nights and evenings and all 24 hours, trying to make sure that their families get taken care of, that they get what they need. So with that, thank you all for coming, and thank you. And I don't know if the press has any questions, but we can end it here. Okay, no problem. All right, thank you.